Hey, Andy Kohler here. Our sink started leaking the other day, and today I'm going to show you how to fix it. So the first thing we need to do is remove this plug in the back. It'll reveal a screw, and we'll have to take that screw off in order to get the handle loose. Okay, so we're just going to loosen this Allen screw so we can get the handle off. Well, the handle's not coming off. So we need a different approach. The handle's stuck on there really hard, and there's no way that I can pull it off. And I've already put some vinegar on there to try to break away any oxidation, and that's just not enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze an Allen wrench in here, and then use the handle lever in order to wedge it off of the valve stem. So each time I put an Allen wrench in here, I have to make sure that it sits flat so that when I wedge on it, it doesn't damage anything. But once that's done, I can pound on the handle, and each time I do that, the handle will lift off of the valve stem a little bit. And I just have to keep putting in successively larger Allen wrenches. And you can see that an otherwise stubborn handle comes off pretty easily. Now that the handle's off, we're going to try to get the valve cartridge out of the faucet body. So first of all, we remove the hot water temperature limiter insert. And you can see mine's broken. We'll have to deal with that. And then the next thing we need to do is we need to get at this nut down here. And in order to do that, we have to remove the housing. I think it's called the bonnet. And I think this is supposed to screw off. But I'm not having any luck. So we're going to break, and I'm going to come back to you. There we go. Okay, so we're removing the valve body. Some of those pieces broke, but we're just going to pull all this out of here. And one part of it is left inside of the faucet body. That has to come out. It's a little stuck, but we're just going to wiggle it back and forth. And voila. So now we're going to the hardware store. So we're going to bring the body and some of the pieces in to make sure we get the correct cartridge. So I'm going to drop all these parts in here in vinegar so that the scale can be removed while we go to the hardware store. Welcome back. We just returned from the store and we've got our part and we're going to install it. When you get your cartridge, match up the part number with the old one by comparing the numbers on the body. They've got all kinds of part numbers on the packaging, and it can be confusing, but look right in the body and it'll be really simple to make sure you have the right part. We're going to go in there and clean that up and make sure that's a nice smooth surface so that the cartridge seals well to the faucet body and doesn't leak further. So I'm going to soak up the water in the bottom of the faucet body. So I'm going to clean out the bottom of the faucet body, get all the gunk out of there, and then we'll polish the seat just a little bit. But I don't want to scratch the seat, so I'm just going to use a plastic or a wooden utensil to scrape that away. You can put vinegar in here to help it along if things are really bad. So I've just removed our parts from the vinegar, and I'm just drying them off and cleaning them up a bit. They look much better than when we put them in there. You can see all the scale has been removed, and they look like new parts. Now we've also cleaned off the bottom of the faucet body, and you can see that it looks very good too. So we're going to take out the new part. Here's our valve cartridge. There's also a little tube in here. There's a insert inside of the handle made of plastic. You can see that our new cartridge came with a brand new insert. So we're going to pull the old insert out of the handle, and you can just break that away with a screwdriver, and once you break it away, you'll be able to pop that out of there. Okay. And then put the plastic insert in such a way that the thin side of the insert faces the hole of the handle, the hole where the set screw enters. All right, and there we go. We have to align the cartridge with the seat of the faucet body, and you can see that there are 4 holes in there. 2 of them are where the water comes in, and 2 are where the alignment pins land. But before we do that, we're going to take some of the food grade silicone grease that came inside of the faucet cartridge package, and we're going to smear that around on the seals and also on some of the threads of that bonnet piece. I'm going to put it on the threads of the bonnet so that will spin out again next time we have to change this. I'm going to drop this in and press the valve cartridge so that it's seated in the bottom of the faucet housing. And then we're going to screw on the retaining nut until it's hand tight, and then a 1/4 turn. And then we're going to replace the bonnet. And that's just snugged up, not tightened. And then we're going to replace the handle onto the valve stem. And then we're going to use the Allen wrench to put that set screw back in place. And then we're going to plug up the set screw hole with the set screw plug. Okay, so I'm going to reach under the kitchen sink and turn the water on. And here's the moment of the truth. Will water come out of the faucet? Or will it come out somewhere it's not supposed to? Whee! Thanks for watching. Bye!